India. Land of yoga, Ayurveda, vegetarianism. And now, the diabetes capital of the world. How could this happen? Are we missing something? Is our understanding and treatment of diabetes being sabotaged by myths? Could it be that diabetes is not hereditary? Or that walking is not really the best exercise? Or that fasting is good for diabetes? Not long ago, type 2 diabetes was almost unheard of. Today, more than 1 in 10 Indians suffer from it. The deadly effect of COVID-19 on diabetics has really brought home the terrible consequences of this disease. Small wonder then that a diagnosis of diabetes brings a cloud of doom and gloom. But there is a bright ray on the horizon. In the face of conventional prognosis that holds it to be irreversible, one man and his team have proved that it is not. His intensive reversal program has successfully helped thousands of diabetics reverse their condition. Here with us today is Dr. Pramod Tripathi, one man on a mission to end diabetes. And where better to begin than by busting those dangerous myths.
Diabetes has become so common today that our country, the same country that gave everyone yoga, Ayurveda, vegetarianism, has also earned the unfortunate title of the diabetes capital of the world. What makes it sadder is that we have almost come to accept it as inevitable. We all know at least one person who suffers from diabetes. And suffer here is the operative word. From the moment they wake up till they go to bed at night, their lives are ruled by a narrow structure of do's and don'ts. And we've been led to believe that it lasts for life. This is partly because diabetes is surrounded by myths that can subvert treatments, pushing patients into a lifelong spiral of ill health. But that needn't be the case. One man has repeatedly proven that diabetes need not be for life. To put it simply, it can be reversed. Here with me today is Dr. Pramod Tripathi, founder of Freedom from Diabetes and a diabetes evangelist extraordinaire. He has to date helped more than 6,000 diabetics earn their own freedom from diabetes, and he's here to help us bust a few of the unwholesome myths that surround diabetes. Welcome back, Doctor. You're looking so fit and trim as usual.
Thank you.
You have to tell me what the secret is, and please don't say walking. We know diabetics are supposed to walk every day, but that is a little bit boring.
And I would just go by the same. Walking is boring, and the timeline which I want to set for diabetics as they begin the reversal journey is 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Not to walk more than 20 minutes in the beginning phase, because if you do, you'll be burning 200, 250, at times 300 calories. And then you're going to come home and have the poha upma of the world and again gain back those calories. So it's very important that walking doesn't become the mainstay exercise in the reversal phase during the initial part when you want to reduce the caloric intake, and you do much more movement of other parts of your body which are also crucial. Example, your spine. Like I would say, just do a 20-minute walk and add some chair Surya Namaskara. If you can't do normal Surya Namaskara, add a chair Surya Namaskara, because point number 5, which was linked to stuck up blood or stagnated lymph, it will get moving when you actually add some more movement into your body, which is crucial for you to move the entire system.
Okay, I hear you, Doctor. I'm going to do a couple of Surya Namaskars starting today, tomorrow. What you're saying from personal experience, I know what you say is true. and every fitness enthusiast will agree it's important to vary fitness routines because the body gets used to repeated movements very soon, and what happens is performance begins to plateau. But if
Correct.
walking is not the silver bullet we believed it to be, what should diabetics do instead? Like a different form of cardio?
They should plan their exercise along with the diet. For example, when they are doing the initial phase of alkalizing the system, when they are kind of changing the acidic environment, they should do something very simple called as dry rubbing, moving the joints, shaking the muscles, doing deep tissue activation. So ideally they need to activate the whole system. So the exercise should start with a powerful warm-up. It's called the world's best warm-up, and we've kind of have already a YouTube video on that. Please go through that, benefit from that. Once you've done a bit of that, then yes, you need to add some chair Surya Namaskara or normal Surya Namaskara in the beginning phase. Okay, and once you kind of move to the advanced stages, as you were mentioning about cardio, yes, we need to increase not only cardio but also strength and flexibility. And depending on your age, whether you're in your 20s or you're in your 60s, you need to have a healthy balance of strength, cardio, and flexibility. So you need to approach exercise in an integrated manner, and you need to pace the exercises based on your reversal stages in a very calculated manner to get the best results of reversal.
Clearly, cardio is very important, especially from the weight loss perspective. But like you said, strength is an important component of fitness. How important would you say it is when compared to cardio exercise?
As we were talking about Tagda Ghoda last time, when the third phase comes in, strength becomes very, very important. And in fact, I want to highlight one more point over here, and that is the first two phases. You should not exercise too much when you're trying to lose weight, when you're trying to lose fat. You should increase the exercises later, so that when you increase the exercise, be it strength, you can eat enough so that the calories get converted into muscle. So strength becomes very important in the third phase, and along with that, we need to, let's say we give a proportion, 4 units of time you need to spend on strength, 3 units of time you need to spend on cardio, 2 units of time you need to spend on flexibility. So it's a 4-3-2 ratio when you want to become a Tagda Ghoda, a strong person, so that you reverse in a sustainable manner for long term. Otherwise, dubla guy is not the way. You eat less, it doesn't really work in the long run.
Doctor, you amaze me. Every time I have a conversation with you, I learn so many new things. I love this ratio 4-3-2.
Yes, it works. It really works.
Which form of exercise, according to you, works best for diabetes, as per your opinion?
If you want to get the fastest results, you should try this out, and that's called the anti-gravity exercise format. As I mentioned, we've been working with diabetics for the last 8 years, and what has brought down the sugar levels in their blood within 5 or 10 minutes by 20 points, sometimes 30-40 points, and in sensitive cases even up to 100 points, is just 5 or 10 minutes of simple stair climbing. You go up the steps, 10 steps, come down the 10 steps, you count them as 10 steps only. Try it out today and see whether you get the results. This is one round, and depending on your knee condition, your overall health condition, you can do it 2 times, 5 times, like 50 steps or 100 steps. And invariably, if you check before and after, you will notice that the anti-gravity, against gravity exercise would have given you phenomenal results as a beginning reversal specialist, I would say, by bringing the sugars down very, very fast. What it does technically is it opens the receptors without insulin, and that's very important for people to remember, that walking is actually with gravity, it is not against gravity. And if you want to challenge this whole assumption, you can try both. Let's say tonight or today afternoon, you can try anti-gravity for 10 minutes, check before and after, and next day you try walking for 10 minutes and check before and after. Typically 1 hour 45 minutes after a meal. You should do anti-gravity typically 1 hour 45 minutes after a meal, because at 2 hours your sugars are at the peak. So anti-gravity really rules the roost in terms of diabetes reversal. And those who can't do stair climbing because of knee issues, there are other options which really work wonders, and they kind of really pep you up. They motivate you to do more and more and more.
Doctor, I'm actually so amazed to hear this. I do stair climbing very often as a part of my workout because I've got stairs in my house. And
Very
I
good.
do it for like 30 minutes up and down the steps. We have 3-4 flights of steps. But who would have thought that walking up the stairs for just 5 minutes could have such a big effect on blood sugar?
It does, repeatedly it does.
But like you just mentioned, what if one can't take the stairs? If you have knee issues, the elderly, the infirm, for instance, what do they do?
Nitric oxide dump. Nitric oxide dump, NOD it is called, and you can also do a weighted nitric oxide dump. You might be wondering, what is this now? So basically it's an exercise form which we should actually do together for the benefit of the audience, and it's a very enjoyable exercise where you squat, then after that you do a little bit of alternate arm raises, then full arm going up, and this way. So we'll actually do it and show it for them. It releases more nitric oxide, it relaxes the blood vessels, helps you to bring the BP down also, and also your sugar down, because it is against gravity. Basic principle is you need to do some work against gravity, even youthfulness. For youthfulness, it's proven strategy that you need to work against gravity, not just with gravity.
Wow, we are going to do those exercises for sure. But I have to say, the fitness scene has really exploded today. There are many options for the fitness enthusiast, for the diabetic. Yoga occupies pride of place. There are about 4 or 5 asanas that are routinely recommended to diabetics. In your experience, can this be enough exercise to reverse diabetes?
If the question is, can this be enough? The answer is going to be a blank no. Do not depend on any one form of exercise or some 5 asanas or one Karela juice or some Bindi Pani. Do not get blinded by one size will work for all. You need to use not only those 5 asanas, but what we've learned is there are some wonderful asanas which are not so popular but are even better, which needs to be included into the regime at the right time. So typically what we do is, in the second phase, when there is a lot of detoxification done, whereby you're doing juice feasting, water fasting, intermittent fasting, that's when you introduce yoga. Yoga you introduce in the form of asana, some pranayama, and some shuddhi kriyas, cleansing process for the top, for the middle, for the bottom areas of your system, and you undergo a deep cleansing. So yoga is great. I mean, it's a huge ocean out there, and one needs to really plunge into it to understand. It can be, yoga itself can be comprehensive in itself if you do all aspects of it. If you determine and define yourself as an athletic yogi, then you would be doing enough of cardio and strength and flexibility. But never get stuck in just 5 asanas. They'll not lead you beyond a certain limit.
So would you say that yoga would be in that 4-3-2, the 2 in the ratio?
Yes, the 2 in the ratio in the third phase would be yoga, but during the second phase, yoga would be maybe 4. So that's the beauty of the process. You change the proportions of different exercise forms based on the stage of your reversal.
Now, most routines last for 45 minutes to an hour, maybe more, but of late, many shorter duration routines have also become very popular, like high intensity interval training, HIIT, Tabata. How effective is a short 5 to 10 minute routine?
They are effective to the degree that is claimed. Definitely it benefits, but what we found is you can do, let's say, a 7-minute workout for high intensity interval training. It will benefit you to a certain degree, but when you are really looking at reshaping the system, it's important that you do invest 45 minutes in a day in a right balanced routine. The way you have a balanced meal, you need to have a balanced routine of exercise, which is very intelligently crafted for you. Don't depend on quick fixes. Don't depend on one exercise. Is going to be a mantra for life, because we've learned it the hard way.
So you talked about the NOD, the nitric oxide dump. Now, would that be a shorter version?
It is a shorter version, and it's like stair climbing, which you do after a meal.
Yeah.
As a shorter version, it's good to add that also along with that. So you can do, let's say you can pace it out. You can do a half an hour in the morning and maybe another 15-20 minutes you can space it out during the day.
That is indeed very doable. In fact, why don't we do it right now? Come on people, get to your feet. Let's do the nitric oxide dump. Doctor, will you do the honors?
Yes, please. Let's get up and get going. We will be doing the Indian version of nitric oxide dump. Basically, this exercise consists of 4 parts: squats, alternate arm raise, both arm raise, and shoulder raise. The first part, which is the Indian version called Ganesh Namaskara, involves both the feet together, okay, and left hand holding the earlobe of the right side and right hand holding the earlobe of the left side. Elbows up, back straight, whole body straight. We go down, breathe out. Breathe in, we come up. Let's do this 10 times, Mandira. Go down, breathe out. Breathe in, we come up, and feel the muscles of our lower back even more as we come up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keeping the back straight. 8, feeling the muscles. 9, 10. Can we do some more? Maybe 5 more. 11 and 12 and 13, and I'm tempted to go the full hog of 20. Do as much as is comfortable, as much as is possible according to your capacities, and that's perfectly fine. We are going the full hog of 20 anti-gravity Ganesh Namaskaras. Once we've done this, we stand upright. Yes, we stand upright with one hand in front. Feel your breath, feel the sweat, feel the muscles of your body, the lower body, and alternate arm raise. We go. Here we go. Just keep raising the arms alternatingly without creating a very big swing. Need not create a very big swing. It needs to just cross the 90-degree position a bit so that you can feel the pressure in your shoulder muscles. So you can feel the pressure in your shoulder muscles. Let's do it roughly 20 times. We are approaching 20 times, maybe 3-4 more times we do it, and then we can pause. So here we pause for this particular part, and we join both our hands together in front of the body with both the fists together, and we go in a big circle. Go in a big circle. Go in a big circle 20 times. Go in a big circle 20 times. We've done 5 times now. Do according to your capacities. Those with frozen shoulders, be careful. Okay. It's great to have Mandira ji with us doing this exercise with a big smile on her face, inspiring all of us. She's already inspired so many people to be fitter, and looking forward to all the diabetics and obese people picking this exercise and going the full way. Another 3 times and we've done 20. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, and now the real fun begins, where you keep your elbows at 90-degree angle, keep your palms opened up to the sky, and you start going up and up and up and up, and boy oh boy, you start experiencing something nice and wonderful in your shoulder muscles. Come on. 8 and 9 and 10 and 11, and push and push, push and push, and keep going, keep going. No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. Keep going for another 5 times. And when the pain becomes unbearable, go another 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. When it's too much, go another 2 times. 1 and 2. And relax over there for 5 seconds. Remembering the times in school when you were punished by your teacher, okay, and your shoulders were up. And after 10 standard, you've never done this exercise, and that's why your shoulders are weak. Great going. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful nitric oxide dump. It would have created a sweat and spreading of your blood vessels in terms of dilatation and giving a wonderful effect. So here we go, and release. Deep breath in and out.
Doctor, I am always learning something new. I never knew about this, and I really enjoyed this short little workout.
Happy to contribute to a fitness guru that you already are.
Doctor, you explained earlier about the diminishing returns that walking delivers, but what about running? Or is that too strenuous, especially since many diabetics, I assume, are middle-aged or older?
What they should plan for again is to reduce the acid in the system first, get their knees a little freed up, preferably have a drop of 5 BMI points or hit 23 BMI. Okay. If their BMI is on the higher side, like 25 or 30, and if they start running, they're going to enjoy themselves more. So a drop of 5 BMI points or hitting 23 BMI is an entry ticket for some more vigorous exercise, including running. And we have people who have really run, which they've never ever dreamt of before in their life, including 21 kilometers at Ladakh. So running is definitely something, if you feel that you're called for, you should be doing that. You could be a runner, you could be a gymmer, you could be a cyclist, you could be a swimmer, you could be athletic yogi, and that's very important that at a certain stage of the program you identify what's your core made up of. What's in Hindi it's called aapka pind kya hai. What are you really made up of? You need to find something that you would like to do more so that you can dig that 10 feet at one place rather than trying to do 5 different things which don't lead you really anywhere. So it's very important that you kind of advance in one form of exercise a little bit more than others, but use the others to support you to advance in this particular form of exercise, and running can definitely be one.
Well, you spoke about a person who ran 21 kilometers in Ladakh. Her story is incredible. Before we meet her, let's take a look at parts of her story.
I can hardly believe how far I have come. Thanks all to Dr. Pramod Tripathi and FFD. Through his knowledge, guidance and care, he has transformed my life. I bless the day I walked through his door.
Vasudha ji, welcome. Your story is certainly an eye-opener. Not just that you're a marathoner, but that you beat back more than a decade of diabetes to successfully run one of the most challenging marathons in the world, the Ladakh Marathon.
Glad to meet you, Mandira ji.
Vasudha ji, tell me this, when did you decide that you were going to become a runner?
To be true to myself, I never decided that I will run a marathon in my life. I was never a fitness freak. And when I hit by diabetes, I came into contact with freedom from diabetes. And when I reversed from my diabetes, Dr. Pramod sir said me, this is your rebirth and you don't have to stop here. Now you have to look upon to your fitness, and so start something doing regarding fitness. So I was attending Dr. Pramod sir's each and every session, and it slowly got instilled in my subconscious that I need to do something to keep my fitness. While attending Dr. Pramod sir's session, a guilt feel of not doing anything towards my fitness slowly got creating my mind and disturbing me and promoting me to do something towards my fitness. And so I started jog around in my area. Slowly I increased the time, but till it was not satisfactory. Then our fitness expert, Dr. Mallar, asked me to join a gym for strength training, and I did it, and there I met with Pune Running Club, and then my marathon journey started on.
Interesting.
So amazing to hear. You realized your calling was that of being a runner. So this big Ladakh run, how did you prepare for it?
I started my jog slowly, then I joined a runners club, and then we would having regular twice in week our strength training sessions, and on all other days our regular running to increase our fitness, strength and stamina. And through the group I booked my run for Ladakh. It was a challenge for me and I was not confident about it. But my group leader says, you can do it, you can do it. And it prompted me to go ahead.
That's incredible. How did you train for the acclimatization to run at Ladakh? Because that's a high altitude. And did you need any special training for the acclimatized run?
Yes. We started special training for Ladakh Marathon. We started hill slopes running. We started Sinhagad treks by road to build our stamina and strength. And then we went there 1 week before the event to acclimatize ourselves. There were senior group members also who guided us how to take care in that atmosphere. And after taking complete rest for a day after reaching Leh, we started slowly morning runs to acclimatize ourselves in that temperature. Sometimes it was 5 or less than 5.
Okay. So one more thing, Vasudha ji, with these lockdowns after lockdowns, exercising for people at home has now become a reality. People do at-home workouts, but it's been a little bit hard on runners because they like to be out and about. And how do you manage?
Yeah, so true. At the start of lockdown, we all got confused. Then how to manage our workouts, how to run our daily running and all that. But the group started strength training workouts through Facebook. We joined it on Facebook, continued with our running. Sometimes I ran in my hall, my flat hall, 10K, like that.
Amazing.
We used staircases of our building as well as exercise equipment. So without any special equipment, we continued our fitness regimen.
Wonderful.
That is super duper. Vasudha ji, I have to tell you, this living room that I'm sitting in right now, this was also my workout area. I've done 10K in this living room as well. And you know what? You have to adjust and you have to find ways of exercising as long as if you keep your intent going, the ways will always follow. But tell me this, do you need to follow a special kind of diet, or are you able to train on the same diet that the other FFT participants follow?
I'm so happy to tell you that FFT diet is designed in such a way that it takes care of all the nutrients you require to make you strength and fitness. But at the same time, it will take care of your calories as well. So with low quantum of calories, you will get enough nutrients and minerals and everything you need to be fit. So I didn't need any other requirements for fitness and strength and stamina.
So would you say you're still following a similar diet even now that you've reversed diabetes?
Yes, I love it. I love it. And that is not very way long from your routine diet. We don't go every day to parties and hotels and for everything. We have our regular lunch, but small differences make a lot of difference in your health parameters. That I have understood, and now I won't leave this FFD style diet.
Yeah, a lot of small mistakes are creating big diseases, and a lot of small corrections are making the big diseases run away from you.
Yes. Small corrections are making the big differences. But Vasudha ji, if you could offer one piece of advice for other diabetics out there, what would that piece of advice be?
When I reversed from my diabetes and doctor said, this is your rebirth, then I realized that I don't want to reverse again ulta. And for that, I need to take care of myself. And that feeling of responsibility came in me. And I would advise to everyone that you are responsible for your own health. As yet, there is no any special institution who will give you your paid fitness. So you have to take your own breath and you have to earn your own fitness. That much I have learned from this, and I urge everyone to look upon it.
Vasudha ji, I have to say, you have proven that age is just a number. Not only have you reversed your diabetes, you've run so many marathons. You've inspired me so much. I'm going to do a 10K in this living room tomorrow morning. This has been a lovely conversation. You've really inspired me, and I don't know how many other people who are diabetics who are watching this. You truly are an inspiration. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for sharing your story.
It's great to talk to you, Mandira ji. You are a great fitness freak, and I love conversing with you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you. Exercise is certainly one of the main pillars of FFT's reversal program, along with diet, which we spoke about in our last session. Would you agree? Or is there something beyond these, like a secret sauce, if you will, that makes the intensive reversal program transformative?
I think we touched upon the secret sauce in the last session. Besides the diet, besides the exercise, the big thing, the big elephant in the room is inner transformation, changing from within. Almost 30 to 40% diabetics do have a clear, memorable, stressful reason before they got diabetes. It's either related to some grief, loss of a dear one, or some anger issues that have happened, which are big time in relationships, or there's some real big anxiety that they've gone through. So working on past memories which are bothersome, and even if you remember them now, you generate those chemicals, is very crucial for reversal. Otherwise, you might have a great diet, wonderful exercise regime, but whenever you are by yourself, you are always gravitating back to those stressful memories. So one has to learn real practical meditations, neuro-linguistic programming based processes to release heavy duty stuff which holds us back. It's like we are nice floating logs of wood, happy, jumping in water, and some threads are attached to us, some stones are attached to those threads, and it starts sinking down. We need to learn to chop those stones which pull us down, which will continue happening in our life. So that part is very crucial, to release the negative, and then there's a whole ocean to install the positive. Prana Pratishtha. actually installation of your goals. Like even if you should see Vasudha's vision board, which she had created during one of our programs, where she had actually drawn with her own hands that, okay, I've come first in a 10K marathon. And she did get the prize of being the first in the senior citizen group. Once she started visualizing that, one needs to visualize, one needs to emotionalize. Once we start visualizing, emotionalizing, we do start actualizing. We actually start seeing it happening. So this whole thing of the law of attraction, law of allowance, law of equilibrium, there are many, many other natural laws which govern our inner self. They need to be discovered, they need to be harnessed, they need to be perfected. Energy follows intention. Energy follows intention. Energy follows intention. We need to learn it, relearn it, go deeper into it. So that I find is a big secret sauce of FFD's success, of getting so many people off 20-30 kgs of body weight and remain over there even after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, get free of medications and remain free after 3 years, 5 years, passing glucose tolerance test. That inner change is very, very crucial, and it cannot be brought about by a singular experience or a singular program. It has to be incrementally done through group effect, through many sessions, and you need to give yourself time. A baby also requires 9 months to grow in mother's womb. Reversal, deep reversal takes time, and you need to just allow that. And once you allow that, the way rewiring was told by Sudhirji, or Vasudha has not vocally said it, but she is in a way rewired. She is at 65 a marathoner, or Katakkar brothers, and thousands of others. That whole shift, inner shift, is very, very crucial for deep, sustainable, long-term reversal.
Doctor, every time you talk, I feel inspired. You really have that quality in you, and what you're doing is truly inspiring. And that is the truth with anything in life. There's a certain point you can get to, but if you want to stay there, you need to transform yourself from within to make that change a permanent and lasting one. So this is truly life-changing, and your program is entirely online. So anyone, anywhere can experience reversal. I hope this series inspires diabetics out there to get started on their own reversal journeys.
Thanks for receiving the energy and inspiration, Mandira ji, and it's been a joy working with you on this tri-series. A lot of energy, efforts have gone into making it really special, and such that it reaches millions of diabetics, and they get hope, they get direction, they get a thought full of possibility that reversal can happen. And you can hear the ambulance sound right now coincidentally coming as we come to the closure of this video, giving us a reminder that if we do not invest in our health, this could be a day that we would have to face. And my prayers for all of you and your families, a lot of prayers, a lot of wishes that you find your path of reversal. So thank you, Mandira ji, for anchoring, being together, just kind of flowing with us, and thanks to those who watch this and get inspired for their reversal.
Doctor, the work you're doing is incredible. Thank you for taking the time and trouble to make this, to spread the message that diabetes can be reversed. We wish you all the success.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Power to many more.
If you enjoyed this session as much as I did and would like to learn more about diabetes reversal, watch the videos on our YouTube channel or visit us on Facebook, LinkedIn, or www.freedomfromdiabetes.org. Bye-bye.